Welcome to SWSi Floristry. My name's David Berger, and today we're going to do a straight stem bouquet technique, a hand-tied technique. The first thing I'm going to show you is a leaf treatment with the Dracaena Happy Plant leaf. I'm going to roll the leaf between my fingers, creating a curl on the side, which I'm going to insert a stapler in and staple so that the leaf won't unfurl. I'm going to make 5 of these that have a couple of twists on the leaf, and then I'm also going to use 5 where I do the same method of twisting the leaf around to create a curl, but I do more curls so the leaf is shorter. I'm then also going to use some Gymea leaf in this straight stem bouquet where the top section of the leaf has been cut horizontally. With our straight stem bouquet technique, we want to keep the stems parallel to each other. I'm starting with 2 stems of the cornice branch and I'm keeping them straight and parallel. I'm then going to add in some of the cut Gymea leaf. What I'm going to do is add some lilies. Again, I'm keeping the lily stem parallel to each other. This technique is suitable for a modern bouquet and also for a bouquet that needs to rest in a narrow based or necked vase. I'm making sure when I place my liliums in the bouquet that all the first flowers or the leader flowers are facing out, because they're the liliums that will open first. I'm then going to add some secondary pieces of the cornice, again putting them slightly lower but keeping the stems all parallel in my hand. I'm then going to add in our treatment of the happy plant leaf, starting with the taller leaves that were twisted only once to add a feature to the bouquet. I'm making sure that the individual curls in the leaf are visible from the side of the bouquet by placing the stems parallel to each other in my hand. I'm then going to put the shorter curled leaves on the other side of the bouquet. You can work around the bouquet when doing this, but just remember to keep your stems parallel at the base of the bouquet. This treatment also is helping to disguise the binding point of the bouquet. I'm then going to add my feature flower of the anthuriums by feeding them down into the already formed straight stem portion of the bouquet. I'm doing this as well so I don't damage the anthurium flower, and the straight parallel stem formation has already been created by the placement of the lilium and the Dracaena leaf. I can then manipulate my anthuriums to face the front of the bouquet. I'm going to finish the bouquet by adding some platform leaf of the monstera. Again, I'm going to keep the stem parallel and allow the top of the leaf to come out from the bouquet. I can place a leaf towards the side of the bouquet doing this same formation. What I'm going to do now is to tie the bouquet off using some cord. When tying a bouquet, you need to make sure that you put your pressure up above the thumb where you created the tension in creation of the bouquet. I'm going to take the cord around the bouquet several times, but making sure that it is at this binding point that was created when I was making my straight stem bouquet. It's very important to keep this one point the same level when making your bouquet and not allow the binding point to become lower as you construct your bouquet together. I'm now going to tie off the binding point, and then we're going to do a treatment to disguise the stems of our bouquet. I'm applying a second binding point under the primary binding point, which is up under the monstera leaf where I first held the bouquet. I'm straightening the stems to make sure that they're parallel, and I'm applying the same technique of wrapping the cord around the stems and the leaf to hold them secure. This also helps to straighten the stems in a parallel fashion. I've now applied my secondary binding point to make sure that all the stems are parallel. What I'm going to do now is put the cut part of the Gaimea leaf around the base of the stems to disguise them and to make them part of the design. The bouquet will still be able to drink through the water source, as the water will penetrate in between the folds in the leaves and up through the base of the stems. What I'm going to do now is do the two binding points again. However, this time I'm going to do the lower binding point first. Up above my thumb, where I've been holding the Gaimea leaves around the stem of the bouquet, I'm going to go around with some bind wire and twist off. Then, at the top of the bouquet, I'm going to do the same. Placing the bind wire around in a neat pattern and twisting to secure the Gaimea leaf around the edge of the bouquet. I'm then just going to take off the excess wires, fold the sharp down so that there's no chance of a sharp injury, and then this bouquet would be ready to go into a cylindrical glass narrow vase suitable for display in a reception area such as a hairdresser's, doctor's or dentist's reception area. All our lilies are going to open up through the bouquet, and all our stems are being placed straight in a parallel fashion to create our straight stem bouquet.